Welcome to the ggsistersshow.
Hey, another episode. I'm
Cheers.
excited. Cheers. No wine today?
No. And the reason for that is because if you've seen last episode, someone over here to my right decided to spill red wine on my white couch.
But you got it out.
I did after washing it twice. But for now, we're going to do it from over here until
Just this one time. Just this one time.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, why do you have a Jesus in your closet? And not just your clothes closet. I found it in your
Linen closet.
linen utility closet, whatever you want to call it.
He's in my closet because when we moved in the old house, he was on top of our behind our headboard, all the way on top, in the ceiling.
Oh, so God was looking over you, or Jesus was looking over you when you were getting pounded.
Hell yeah. But ever since we moved to the new house, we haven't had a chance to put him back in the room, and I don't think I want him back in the room.
Yeah, not only did I find one, I found two.
Oh, the other one, I don't know. I think the other one goes in, above the front door.
Oh,
for protection.
I'm just saying because you had them stacked on top of each other, and you moved into this house a while ago.
Like, yeah, it's been like 6 months.
Like you, are you not like proud of Jesus? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't say that I'm not proud of Jesus, but
I'm just kidding. I wanted to give you a hard time. About.
Yeah, he's probably gonna stay in the linen closet.
About las cruzas que encontré en tu closet. I thought maybe pues está escondiendo algo. She's feeling shameful, but no.
No shame. It's just we haven't had a chance to put him up where he belongs, and it's just ever since we moved in, there's been a lot going on with trying to organize things. Someone getting injured. Yeah,
I forgot about it. Michelle's boyfriend, he tore his tendon or ligament.
His bicep, his left bicep,
because he was sanding.
He was lifting. So instead of buying a new headboard for a room, we said, "Hey, let's sand the one we have and make it lighter because it was like a very dark cherry oak color, which I'm not a fan of." He's like, "Okay." One Saturday, I go get my hair done, and he's like, "Ay, me voy a poner a lijar la cama." I'm like, "Okay, see you later," and I left. And when I was leaving the salon, he calls me. He's like, "Where are you at?" And I said, "Leaving. What's going on?" He's like, "I need to go to the emergency room." Yo dije, "¿Por qué?" He's like, "I think I ripped my bicep." Le dije, "¿Cómo?" He's like, lifting the bed frame. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Can you drive yourself to the emergency room?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll meet you there," because I was like 30 minutes out. So we ended up going to the emergency room. Basically, nothing was able to be done.
I know. He ended up getting surgery, though.
He ended up getting surgery like a week and a half later, and he was disabled for like
But you know the 4 funny months. Part, though? I went into your room earlier. Where's the headboard?
The headboard is still in the garage. It's still in the garage. We're in the process. We had finished it, sanding it already. We just have to stain it the color that I want, and I haven't chosen the color that I want yet. So
it's been like 6 months though.
But he wasn't able to lift.
Whatever. I'm just kidding.
He's not able to lift anything for 9 months.
Oh. Okay.
And he had surgery probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So ahí vamos.
That's
so
cool.
Whenever he gets to pick up again, he'll be out in the garage.
Oh, all right.
Fixing it.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah. So anything interesting this past week? Oh, I did have a patient tell me the other day saying, baby, remember me? We were in heaven together.
Ay, güey, ¿cómo te quieren tus pacientes?
But you know what? That was different from getting called a bitch or,
Te enamoraste de él, huh? Because he actually said something nice to you.
No. No. But yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, damn. So I did go home and I did tell Alejandro. I was like, actually, somebody said I was in heaven with them instead of calling me a bitch. And he thought it was funny. But yeah, anything new? Watched anything interesting?
Well, the only thing interesting that I get to watch was the Canelo versus the Crawford fight.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch that.
I was dozing in and out because It was past 9 o'clock when it actually started, and I'm in bed by 9:30, the latest.
Yeah, I saw a lot of memes of people making fun of it. So I was like wondering how late did it go?
Because I kept waking up through each round.
Round.
It was over by 10:45 p.m.
Did he win at least?
No, actually Crawford did, which it was a good fight. I'll give him that.
Do you think it was bought?
Oh, of course, because Canelo's a good fighter, and some of the moves he was just like le tiraba y pues hacía para atrás. O si le tiraba, he like no con fuerzas. It was just like
It was weird.
it was weird, and he was just like running around the thing, like okay, ¿la vas a pegar o no le vas a pegar?
He was being a ring ballerina.
Yeah, it was weird.
Huh.
But it was alright, but he still made good money out of it.
I don't pay attention to boxing. I mean, I really don't pay attention to a lot of sports, mainly just baseball. Sometimes football, I will. Sometimes basketball, but not as much as baseball because we love baseball. But that's cool.
That's about it.
Maybe I would have watched it if somebody told me it was on, but I had no idea.
But you know what's weird?
What?
Antes de que comenzara la pelea, siempre they sing the national anthem.
Uh-huh.
And this time they didn't.
Like the American national
No,
anthem?
neither of them. Usually when it's a big main event like that, so again, someone famous will sing if it's Canelo fighting, it's a Mexican singer, the national.
Sings the Mexican national anthem,
and
right?
then if it's American, they have someone else. But this time, no.
So who came out with him though? Like
just his team.
What? Yeah. He didn't even have a singer, a celebrity?
No. There was a lot of celebrities out there, watching the fight.
Yeah, but like I've seen, like I remember one year J Balvin came out with him.
No.
And I remember, I think the year that I actually watched, probably the last one that I watched of his fights, it was Angel Aguilar that
sang that with her dad and brother. No, esta vez nadie. To me, it was very weird. I don't know.
Why would they change it up? That's so weird.
I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make things differently.
That's weird.
Pero nowadays, we never know why things being changed.
No. Pero. Oh my gosh. Pero sí te tengo un chisme. And I am allowed to say it on air.
Okay.
Because I told her, I was like, I started a podcast. And she was like, oh, really? And I go, yeah, but it's kind of like chisme, lifestyle. Just
un poquito de todo.
It's everything. I go, but yeah, if you have any pointers, because she does listen to like a lot of podcasts.
Who?
I'm not going to tell you who. Remember, we agreed it was going to be anonymous. And she's like, girl, tell my story. And I was like, okay. And apparently she had agreed to go out with this guy. And so she met him for her a date. Okay. But she said she got to the place, and I think she said it was like a bar restaurant type of place. Mm-hmm. And she said she got up to the bar, and then it was that guy that she agreed to meet and this other guy. And she was like, oh, what the hell? And so she said that she felt kind of uncomfortable. And then to top it off, she told me the guy wasn't even cute. So I was like, then why'd you go out with him? She goes, because I wanted a free drink. I'm like, hey, more power to you, girl.
That's when before I met my boyfriend, Hassan, I used to just go get free drinks and free food. ¿Por qué no?
She said que le compró una cerveza and she drank it. And then she said it was just kind of awkward. And she got a text message from this other guy she had been talking to.
Sucia.
And the guy, I guess, asked her like, hey, ¿dónde estás? And she's all like, oh, I'm here, wherever. And then he's all like, I'm around the corner. Let me pull through. And she's all like, I'm down. Let's go. And she said she told the guy, oh,
family emergency.
No, she said she's all like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And
¿Y nunca volvió?
No, and then she said she had the audacity to go out the front door, and she said
sin vergüenza, but I love it.
And the girl just took off with him y que supuestamente se fueron al baile. So this girl obviously is Latina, and bailes is what you would call a club in Spanish, and bailes are still very, very popular in the Latino community. Yeah. And so she said she went to the baile and she had the time of her life. She said she didn't hook up with the guy, but she had so much fun. But then she freaking told me that she agreed to meet up with him again, and they went out to dinner. And that he was...
She did the same thing to him.
No. She said that he was like, "Oh, I could really see myself with you."
¿Tan
Blah blah blah.
rápido?
Yes, and then she said, "Okay,
Red flags.
red flags 100%." And then she said que pasó como 2 semanas, and she agreed to go out with him again. She's like, I'm just gonna go out with him because he was gonna take her to the baile.
Sí.
So he's all like, hey, es el cumpleaños de mi hijado. Why don't you come over to my house and then pa que comas and then we'll go to the baile. And she's all like, all right, cool. So she says she went to his house where they were having the birthday party, and she met his mom. And his mom
y le puso matrimonio.
No. And his mom was like, you're so pretty. I could really see you and my son being together. No.
I will run. I will run at the door, be like, I gotta go, deuces.
Then she used the family emergency thing.
Otra vez?
They didn't go to the baile with him, and she says she ghosted him.
I would too. Why would somebody take you to a family event and introduce you to the mom, even prior to even going to an actual
like why
date?
Would you bombard her like that, right? That's my thing. And I'm like, girl, and this woman that I know, she's 27, 28, and I know her pretty well. And I'm like, girl, why would you? I go, first of all, why would you even agree to go to that family event? Yeah. Yes. And I go, that should be like the first indicator. If a man wants you to meet his family, obviously he really, really likes you. And then she says she ghosted him. And I was like, damn, I'm old, so I haven't ghosted anybody. I don't think I've ever ghosted anybody. Maybe I have. I don't know. I would have to.
Yo me acuerdo. Yes, you would.
I don't remember, but let's not talk about me.
In your era, cuando eras una sucia.
Yes.
Antes de casarte.
I was like, girl, don't feel bad. I go, if he was giving you some type of vibe, just let it go, move on. But, yeah. And then I go, I'm not even judging you because you said that, because you did that to him. I go, I'm judging you because you left the ugly guy at the bar. Like, why would you even like agree to go out with an ugly guy?
It was probably an uncomfortable situation where there was no conversation.
No, she said she wasn't even there 10 minutes.
¿Ni comida agarró?
No, she said que agarró su cerveza and she took a big gulp of it and she goes, I'll be right back, me voy al baño. And she said she just walked out.
Y de ahí se fue y nunca regresó.
Y se fue con el otro que se enamoró de ella.
You know, we all have stories like that. Dates like that. Uncomfortable dates.
I'm like, that's a good one, girl. I go, I can use it. She's all, use it. She goes, I'm not ashamed. She goes, it's funny now that I think about it. And I asked her, I go, how long ago did this happen? She goes, oh, it happened about a month ago.
Ay, wait.
I was like,
and did she move on already to the next date?
Oh, hell yeah. She's all like,
dile que los diga más historias, you know.
I know. I'm like, damn, girl.
To be single and date.
I know. I'm like, let me live vicariously through you, you know. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, thank you for telling me that one. I go, I will definitely share.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, on to a more serious note, we did say that we were going to bring up current events in this show. And I really want to talk about a subject that's near and dear to me. And it's not for no particular reason. I just, in the news, there was recently a school shooting. Catholic
high school
shooting in Minnesota. And then last week
in Colorado.
In Denver, Colorado. And, every time that, and it's sad that I'm saying every time because it happens so often here in the United States. When, you see the headline, breaking news, school shooting, it just reminds me of, you were probably, I think you were probably like, it happened in 1999. How old were you in 1999? Maybe like what, 12, 13?
Something like that, yeah.
In 1999 is when I did not experience. It's when I saw my first headline of a school shooting, and it was Columbine, and it was freaking horrific, And then Sandy Hook happened, and then the one at the movie theater, during, I think they were playing Batman. And then, it just kept happening, and it continues to happen. And I just, it's just, to me, it's so sad. And this is my opinion, and you can agree to disagree. I mean, something needs to change. Like, there has to be some change. And I am a firm believer that gun shootings and mental health correlate. Like I do believe that a lot of these young men that have, you know, did these heinous acts on the public have mental health issues. And it's just in America, I remember I used to work with the nurse. I'm sure she's retired right now. In America, she told me that the reason this is what she told me. The reason why we have so many mental health issues in the United States, it's because in the 80s when Ronald Reagan became president, um, he dismantled like all these institutions.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that is the reason why our mental health issues has skyrocketed. I mean, I believe that, but also because our population is so much greater.
Yes.
And I do believe that a lot of parents don't don't address the issues.
It's hard. Okay, when a parent sees their child acting out, or sees them different, or sees them depressed, they don't know how to start a conversation like that. It's hard. It's a very hard topic to even discuss. And even if a child is going through that, or a teenager or an adult is going through some kind of issue, they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to bring it up to
I
anybody,
know.
and it's a very hard topic for anybody even to discuss nowadays, even prior, because when we were younger, if something ever happened to us, our parents would be like, it's okay, okay, para de llorar, todo va a estar bien.
Yeah, you're
Y
right.
no se podía hablar. So when it comes to mental health, it's a very, very serious and hard topic to even start with anybody.
That's true. That's true. Because in the Hispanic culture, you do like, estás deprimido, pues ponte a lavar los pinches trastes. Have you ever seen that meme? I've seen
Yes.
it. And like, so I have a really good friend, and he is a mental health provider. And I know he works a lot with youth. And, I feel like we need more. And my friend, he's Latino. And I just feel that we need more people like him because, who, it's true. Who wants to go talk to the 55-year-old woman
That you don't even
that
know.
you don't even know? Like, why not talk to somebody that looks like you and addresses the issues? So I feel like you're right. A lot of things is.
Es que da vergüenza.
Yeah, da vergüenza to admit I have a
You
child.
have some kind of health issue.
Pero te da vergüenza y luego down the line algo.
It gets worse.
It gets worse. So that's why I feel like, we do need some. We need, and when I talk about gun control, I'm talking about like maybe, okay, not only a universal background check, but maybe a mental health check. Like, is this person on some type of
Medication,
psychotic medication, like a court order medication?
were they just recently released from the hospital?
Yeah.
Or they were on psycho?
Yes.
I think when it comes to guns, does everybody have them? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think there should be more rules against them on how to get them and how to use them.
100%.
But a lot of people just buy them and don't even know how to use them.
100% true. They don't even use them. And they become so curious because they're never introduced to the gun. So I remember when we were younger, remember when our dad used to take us. So we're from California.
So our dad used to this point, my dad loves to go shooting. He will take us to go shooting. He will show us exactly how to hold a gun, what not to press, how to take it apart, how to put it together, and all that.
So I remember him taking us up to Arrowhead Mountain and going shooting, and we got to shoot the handguns. And I mean, my husband owns a gun, my son owns a gun, you guys own guns.
My boyfriend Hasael has quite a few. We go shooting.
I think everybody I know owns a gun. But I feel like maybe some people don't know proper gun control, proper gun education. And again, maybe if you feel like your child or somebody you're around that you're really close to, and it doesn't have to be a child, if you think they're having an issue, then address it, because I feel like all these issues are happening because of mental health and not proper laws for gun control, which I wish we had. But yeah, that's what the one thing I wanted, to bring up that I feel, you know, I'm heartfelt for all those children or anybody that is a victim of gun violence. Nobody, and I
But
mean nobody, should be a victim of gun violence.
no one.
Doesn't matter what it is, you know, nobody. Even if you disagree with the person, it doesn't matter. Like nobody deserves to die at the hands of gun violence.
No, I
But
completely agree about that. But nowadays,
I know
we
it's
don't
just
know.
you just never know. You just never know. Um, do you got a chisme for me? On to a lighter note, I want to switch it because this was a serious topic. And if you have any questions or you want to bring anything up, always, send us an email, go on our social media.
If you want to talk about anything that's going on, if you don't have someone to talk to, but you want to say
And you
something,
want us to address it and give our
please do.
opinion, we are very
Message us.
open-minded. Yeah, message us on TikTok,
And if
on
you don't,
Instagram, Facebook, Gigi Sister Show. On to a lighter note, you told me earlier that you had a chisme for me. And I said, no, 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 save it, save it.
¿a cuál de todos? Tenemos un chingo.
The one that I told you to save because you did tell me one. And then I was like, no, ese no.
Oh, sí, ya me acuerdo. Okay. In the summer, I went to Disneyland with my boyfriend and a couple of friends. Um, and you know, when you're with a big crowd, you separate. So me and him decided to go into Cars Land.
Okay.
We went into the single rides line, and the reason we did that is because we didn't want to wait like 90 minutes in the regular
Also,
line.
you guys were gonna ride separately?
Yeah, we don't care. Just to get on the ride, we don't care.
Okay.
We're like, tú te vas con otra gente, yo me voy con otra. And había una pareja, una lady, I want to say probably in her 50s, so very dressed up as a whole Disney character. I think her dress was made out of like a Tiana.
Okay.
And then she had her ears. Her chi-chis were like up to here because she had a very, very tight corset. Yeah.
In the summer,
Sí.
she was wearing that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hell. And then in Anaheim, when it's like
Estaba
90
como,
degrees
yeah, it
and
was
like
like
100%
yeah, it was like
humidity.
90 degrees with 80% humidity. So it was pretty hot. Me and Hassel were like, after this, los damos para atrás al hotel. We'll relax and we'll come back at night. We're like, okay. And out of nowhere, esta señora, she basically me tiró todo el chisme within 10 minutes.
Of what?
Me dijo que su esposo se murió.
Okay.
Y I guess the guy that was with her is her current husband.
Uh-huh.
Y papá de chinga, her current husband era el mejor amigo del esposo que se murió.
So, did she marry him? Did they hook up after?
Yes, sí.
Well,
Pero la cosa es that she told me her life
Pero-
story. Me dijo que su hija vivía, no sé dónde, on one of the islands, and that she was coming down here because she was about to finish university.
Entonces el mejor amigo ya le tenía ganas a la,
Es lo que
a la
yo digo.
señora.
And she said, she's like, my kids known him since they were little, so they just get along perfectly well. Y yo en mi cabeza es like, esta pinche Susa se metió con el mejor amigo, pero ¿sabes qué? Si le gusta, le gusta.
You know,
Y el Hazael, he's like, ya córtale, le está haciendo así, ya córtale. Y yo aquí, dime más el pinche chisme.
you know, I feel like when people tell their stories to strangers is because they're trying to get validation. Like, tell me what I did is not a problem. Girl, what you did is a problem because I bet you anything, that man probably already wanted to be with her when she was married to his best friend.
Probably, but
I mean, I don't know.
We don't know the whole como.
Oh my gosh, Hassai should have just let you freaking listen.
I know, pero no, dijo, ya córtale, no seas. I'm like, and the lady was telling me, he's like, I'm sorry. She's like, my son's calling him because I gotta send him money because he's at a concert. He's like, young kids nowadays, they just want money, and I'm like,
Men are always ruining the chisme, man. I swear to God.
Pero eso no es la primera vez. I always get told their life stories when we're just in line, just randomly.
People just feel
like they think they can tell me everything, and I don't understand why.
They're like, let me just tell you what I did.
And they act like if I care, because honestly, I don't care. But it's a good story to tell.
I would care enough in the moment. Just tell me. Just tell me how you're feeling, girl. Yeah.
Oh, and another one. This was a couple of weeks ago. Our nephew graduated from the Air Force. boot camp, and we went, and I'm in the women's bathroom line, and we all know the women's bathroom line can be long.
Especially when you've had a couple of drinks también. Oh
And
wait, are you guys allowed to drink at those times?
no,
There's no
we're
concession stand for
no,
beer or hot dogs.
not at the Air Force, not the Air Force Base. Okay, so we're in line, and this lady's like, "Oh my gosh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, we're from Arizona." She's like, "Oh, I'm from Northern California." She's like, "This is like my third one coming to this. Is this your first time?" And I was like, "Yeah, my nephew, is graduating. We're proud of him. Tanto y tanto." Dude, she's like, she literally asked me, she's like, I do this thing where I switch houses. Me quedé like, switch houses? What do you mean? And then she's like, yeah, she's like, I rent out my house in Northern California and I go somewhere, a whole different part of the world for a couple of weeks and that person can come and stay at my house. No sé qué me estaba diciendo, no sé si quería que yo me llevara a la casa de ella and she wanted to stay in our house. I don't know. But she gave me the creep vibes porque creo que se le botó la canica a la vieja porque de repente me dijo, sí, vivo junto de San Francisco, nearby the vineyards, tanto y tanto y tanto. Y yo más me quedé, like, está güey. Le dije, when is my, in the line was moving so slow for the use the restroom. And then she was like, yeah, are you here with family? I was like, I am. He's like, oh, I'm here with my husband. We came to see one of her children.
Uh-huh.
She's like, this will be our last final one. The other two already graduated. This is our last one. And I was like, okay. But it was just such a weird vibe that
especially telling you like exactly the area where she lives.
yeah. And I just said that I lived in Arizona. And she just said, oh, Arizona's so beautiful. She's like, Sedona's gorgeous. And I was like, yeah,
I wish people that were not from Arizona did not think that Sedona was Arizona. Like when I tell people that I'm like, yeah, I live in Arizona, they always bring that up. Sedona's so beautiful. Okay, well, I don't live in Sedona.
I live in the desert, which is
in
south of Sedona.
Yeah, it's like that is weird. Like, why would she share that?
I don't know, especially because I don't know, maybe she doesn't have friends. I don't know, but it doesn't matter where I'm at, what kind of line I'm in. Even when I was in Europe, they literally will tell me their life story. And I was just,
in Europe.
yeah.
I find that hard to believe, especially
In
what
Italy.
country.
I was in Italy.
I find that wait, was it an Italian that told you their
No,
life story?
it was a
Okay, that
tourist.
makes sense. Because I don't see Italians just giving out their information.
Y más cuando están pedos off drinking the house wine from a restaurant, they tell you everything.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, especially that house wine, man. That house wine really,
it creeps up on you, but it's good.
Yeah, and these small restaurants.
Por el litro. Y el litro está como más barato que el agua. Y you're like, keep it coming, keep it coming. Mm-hmm. Ahí estás, tome.
Yeah, I mean that's funny that lady felt compelled or comfortable enough to share what she does.
It happens to me all the time. I have other stories too.
Yeah, I don't have that problem because I have what my husband calls a resting bitch face.
Yeah, you do.
And then one of my best friends, Natasha, she said that I was not very approachable when first met me. She's like, I was like scared to talk to you.
No,
like,
Vanessa, you have never
the nicest person ever.
You have never been approachable. Even when we were in high school, I was a freshman, you were a junior. They're like, that is your sister? And I was like, yeah, why? Oh, she looks mean. I was like, yeah, she is. And I was like, and I was like, whatever. And I would continue on with my day because to me, she is just my sister, and that's the way I see her.
You know what's funny? Okay, I might not be approachable, sorry, but who's the biggest social butterfly?
Oh, that's me.
You are not a social butterfly.
Oh no, I take it back. No, that's you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
She will talk to everybody.
I will talk to everybody.
And they want to be her friend, and I'm like, why?
Exactly. I will talk to everybody about anything, but if you say something disrespectful, I will walk away from you.
Or even if it makes you uncomfortable, you're like, okay, it's time for me to get up and go.
I won't entertain you, but I'll talk to anybody. But yeah, like people don't tell me their life stories like they tell you. I mean, no. And maybe like even if a stranger, I don't know how I would react if a stranger were to tell me their life story. I'd be like, oh, okay, to be polite. But like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I judge a little bit, but in my head, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable,
No, you're
especially if
not
we're
gonna
stuck in a
you're not you're
line.
not gonna judge them right in front of you, but you better believe that afterwards or le vas a marcar, like, ¿sabes qué lo me acaban de
You didn't
decir?
tell me when you got back from California, the lady that married her husband's best friend.
Es que se me fue el rollo because after we left that, we went to the hotel to get ready, and then we met up with Hasan's parents for dinner. So it just completely slipped my mind. And then I
Oh
thought
my
about it.
gosh.
I was like, oh my god, la vieja con las chichis por fuera se enamoró con el mejor amigo de su esposo.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. You
Tiene
wanted
que
to I don't know if you've ever heard this,
what?
but you want to know what I saw on Facebook the other
What?
day? Not Facebook, TikTok. Sorry, TikTok.
What?
So this girl, she's training for a marathon, and she and she said that she, what I just want to ask, why do people feel compelled to share all their business on the internet? I just feel like I'd be too embarrassed to share that some stuff about myself. So this girl goes, I shit myself again.
Oh my gosh, I saw that
And
video.
her boyfriend had to go pick her up.
Le trajo una toalla y pues puso una toalla en el asiento. And I thought it was just like a joke. Like, I'm like, is she really just like making this up? Y no, si se cagó because she did a second
Okay,
video.
so you know how I used to run. I ran.
You run?
Yes, I ran
¿Cuándo?
for like 3 years, but I never did a marathon. Like I would get on the treadmill.
I don't recall that, Vanessa. Who are you lying to?
I ran.
No, she
Okay,
didn't.
so I ran. Yes, I did, and I would run. Well, I get where the girl came from because TMI. But yes, sometimes when you get your body moving like that,
Yeah.
it does make you want to go to the bathroom.
True, because that has happened when I've been working out at the gym, and if I lift very, very heavy weights, especially when I do like legs, like lower
Te
body,
pega el chorro.
and I go and I go and I go on, and I go to the treadmill para caminar on an incline, just so I can get my cardio and my heart rate back up. A veces I gotta stop y tengo que ir
Okay,
y me voy corriendo porque
but
si no
this
se me va a salir todo.
but this girl, she just shit herself. Like if you find a bush, go behind the
But
bush.
if you're running a marathon, there's no bushes. You don't
No,
know
no,
what
no,
you're
no, no.
running
She was
through.
practicing. She wasn't doing it during a marathon.
Oh, that was a marathon.
No, she was practicing for a marathon, and she
Ah, entonces no
because it was
entonces no la vas a hacer para el marathon, se van a cagando ahí.
no. But then I looked into it, and it does happen
It
a
happens.
lot. No, you even lose toenails when you're training for a marathon.
Well, a lot of people yeah, they say it's good to run and stuff like that, but when you're preparing for a marathon, like even when you're running, just practicing, you gotta eat like these sugar packages porque si no se te baja el azúcar.
Oh no, that's too much for me. That's too much.
Un vecino where we used to live los dijo eso that he used to run, and he said that he will carry his bag with some kind of like sugar packages and he will just swallow it porque si no he will feel so weak, but he needed that energy
You should
to keep
ask
going.
him cuántas veces se cagó on his run.
I will reach out to him. I kilos dice, but yes, that's something.
Hey, and after I saw that video, of course I liked it. I hearted it. Like, damn, girl, you just told us your business. Like, I don't know. I think
Hey, if he gave her
more
more followers, ¿por qué no? Se cagó. At least her boyfriend was nice enough to come and pick her up.
True that. You know what? That's a good man, Savannah.
Yep, it
That's
sure
a
is.
good man. Marry him. Tell you know what? Whatever the ring looks like, you accept it. That's a good man.
Te recogió cuando te cagaste y estabas apestosa.
And no judgment. He even brought you towels.
To
More
clean
power to you,
yourself.
girl. I hope you do very well. If you listen to us, I hope you do very well on your marathon. I didn't catch your name on your TikTok, but I hearted it.
Yeah, I saw it too. But I never heart anybody's videos. I just keep scrolling.
I do. I sometimes comment.
I don't comment.
Sometimes I'll also get in fights with people in the comment section because they'll say some stupid stuff. And I'm like, what? Why would you comment something negative on somebody's video, especially if the video is trying to shine a light on something positive?
Porque en este mundo hay mucha gente negativa. You can be doing something right, and here comes a hater coming down the pipeline and be like, ugh, no tiene vergüenza. Ugh, can you believe what she's doing? Like, you know,
No, no.
There's just a lot of haters in this world, and we can never escape them
That's
at all.
true. That's true. But oh well, ni modo. So, well, I think we've had enough
On this episode,
of, telling each other chismes how we feel. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or you guys want us to talk about a particular topic, we are open to talk about any topic. Well, I am. Michelle gets a little uncomfortable sometimes, but then I'll get her going sometimes, and then she'll join in. But yeah, anything you guys want to talk about,
just send us a message, and we're
your
open.
chismes, they'll stay anonymous. Like my homegirl with the dudes. I mean,
just tell us all. And if I get stopped on a random line and they tell me their life story again, don't worry, I'll share it.
Yeah.
Porque to me it's entertainment. I don't care, pero other people do care.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us today. Today was a lot of fun, and this cocktail was so good. I drank more than you, Michelle.
I know. I'm scared that you might spill it on something. Pero
whatever. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.